So this is the weekly cycle analysis for ETH. And what we see here is that this ghosted cycle may still be in play, but some of the evidence here overall still favors lower prices in ETH. So this blue cycle is what we are looking at right here. We saw that the low formed, then got into this rising phase, but look what's happened. We have now violated that key low at 1175 half. So what that says is that this rising phase is over with, and we are in a corrective period with our next low only due out in mid-February of 2023. Now let's look at this ghosted cycle. That has a low due towards the end of this month to the very early part of next month. If we form a low around there, get a modest uptick that then fails, it would set up for a wave back to the downside into February. Now, let me show you this on the daily because I think you'll see great clarity here. So this time period right there is when that ghosted weekly low is due to form a bottom. So watch to see if we get a bounce off of that. Now, if after a little rally back to the upside, it actually breaks that old cycle low, that's when you'll have that sign that the highest odds are we can look for a risk back into February. So that's what we have to have our eyes on the intermediate term. Now, on the short term, what are we looking at? We have a breakdown versus this old daily low at 1176 half. We now have a neutral ribbon. So watch to see if that will turn negative. In all likelihood, it will. Watch for a bear flag and then lower into that overall timing that I just mentioned to you. You can see there are zones here from 1207 to 1072 or so. So reasonable to get a small bounce off of that and then overall lower into this into these zones down here from 900 to 835 possibly. We'll have to see what kind of bounce this can actually mount. If it's a weak bounce and then it very quickly takes out the low, that 900 area is certainly in play into the end of this month to the early part of next month. Okay, so that's a picture here in ETH.